We have already gone through how to submit graduate application to two different US universities. In this video, I want to go through the undergraduate application with you. Miami University has some good scholarships for international students based on good academic performance, and I've actually recommended it in the past. They provide two ways of submitting an undergraduate application, so we are just going to go through both. We will start with the common app. If you're new here, my name is Shaibu. Consider subscribing to the channel. Alright, let's get started. So we can start by typing Miami University into Google, and then we can use the first link here. So this is the website. We can click apply. We can also use this hamburger icon and then look for different options. We can check for admission, scholarships, and we can check for academics and all of that. So let's go with maybe academics, and then we can scroll down. We can search for the programs, and then here we can explore all programs, and we can look at just any program. I don't have any preference, so we can just go through. Let's say we want to submit an application to applied mathematics, right? Let's go with this. And so here we can scroll down. We can visit the department. We can check a few things here. Yeah, we can also use this apply now here. Yeah, we can just let's assume we want to apply to the math program. We can just use apply now. Well, this apply now is not even working. That's fine. If we want, we can also use this apply here. And then so since we are first year students, we are going to go with this link. And then they are telling us about a few things here. There is a common app, and then there is a coalition app. So let's begin with a common app. Okay, let's begin with a common app and see. So this is how the common app looks like. We have to create an account first, and then we have to say first year. Let me use my email. Then I need to have a password. So then I need to retype it. The passwords, they match. Okay, what best describes you? I am applying as a first year student and plan to start college in 2024-2025. Yeah, 2025, because we want to start in fall 2025, right? So my name, would you like to share different first name? Well, date of birth, we can enter it ourselves in this format, or we can also use this to do it. Let's use this one. Normally I go with the year 2000, and then the phone number, let's go up. Okay, Ghana. And then let me just enter something. Hopefully this is good. Okay, then permanent home address, more like where you stay, right? So let's say Ghana. Oh no, so Ghana. So the permanent address, we can just enter anything. This is really not correct. So okay, so they want us to choose this address. So they have all the addresses. So well, let's go with this one, and then let's continue. Now we have our address. We can change it if you want to. We can also remove it. Then, are you currently based in European? Or okay, well, the answer is no. Would you like to receive communications? Well, no. So we have to check this, and then we can create an account. So we've created an account. Now we have to search for colleges, right? We've already decided to apply to Miami University, so we can search for Miami University here. And then so we see Miami University, so we can add it to the schools that we are interested in. And we can also add many schools, but let's say just Miami University. Well, let me just add another one just to show you something. So let's say Ohio University. So then I can add this one as well. So when I go to my colleges, I can see the universities that I've selected. So these are the two universities, right? Now let's assume that I want to submit an application to Miami University only. So I can click here, and then I can read everything about them, the requirements and stuff like that. The application fee to Miami University International is $70. Now, if you submit your application before December 1st, you can actually get it waived. But right now, we are too late, so it's fine. I mean, I'm only showing you how to do it, how to apply to schools, So you can just use the knowledge from this to apply to other universities, okay? So then we can go to questions, and then we are going to answer some questions here. So we want to start in fall 2024, and then so they have different admissions I think the early decision has already passed. Early action has also probably passed. Maybe early action 2. So let's go with early action 2. Or you can also go with the regular. So here we can just go with on campus. This doesn't really matter. We can change it later. And then we can also they're asking us, Miami is waiving the application fees, by December 1st. But yeah, we're already late, so we don't have to. We can just say not applying with a Miami fee waiver because it's late for us. We don't have any of these ones, right? This one has already passed and we don't have any of these, so we can just go with this option. Do you intend to pursue need-based financial aid? So you have to check if they have need-based financial aid, then you want to apply, for those ones. Probably you can go with yes. Well, this one is solely US. The need-based is for US citizens, so we can just go with no. And then, are you a US citizen or permanent resident? No. Would you like to receive application deadline admission test? Yeah, if you want, the phone number is not even correct, so we can just go with no. Have you previously applied to Miami University? No. Are you working with agency or contractor? No. So that we can continue. And then what we want to pursue. We can just go with, let's say, biology, right? Initially, I selected mathematics, but yeah, let's go with biology. And then the major is going to be biology. And note some co-majors have additional application. So yeah, so this one is like we need to select another major, maybe an area of specialization. So more like a co-major, right? So let's say environmental science. And then professional area of interest. Well, let's keep it like this. If you're a biology student, I think you know what these are about. So would you like to be considered for Miami University Annex College? Yes. Would you like to be considered for Miami's Presidential Fellows Program? Yes. This is more like scholarship and stuff like that. You have to always say yes to these things. Okay. So continue. And then what activities at Miami interest you? So we can just, if you're coming to do undergraduate studies, what should be interesting to you. If you want, you can add more, it's always good to add as many as you can. So then we can, here they are saying that we need to upload a resume. They are saying it's optional. Normally, when something is optional, it's better to upload it. Let me just upload something, okay? So I have attached the file. This file, there's really nothing, just a demonstration. Okay. So this is what you can see in the file. There's really nothing. So we have to say yes here and then upload it. And then we can continue here. Have any relatives ever attended Miami University? No. Have any relatives ever worked? No. Then we can continue. Then residency, do you believe you qualify for institution? No. Institution is for those who were born in Ohio, like in the state of Ohio, or whose parents, work in the state of Ohio. But the international students, we are always out of state, so we don't qualify for this, okay? Are you currently a resident of Ohio? So no. So then we can continue. And then they are saying, have you ever been found responsible for a disciplinary violation? Well, no. And then guilty, convicted, no. Felony, no. And so here we are saying that, everything is true. And then are you enrolled in, so this one, all these things, no. Do you consider yourself a member of LGBT? No. If you are, you can say yes. Do you consider yourself to be first generation college student? Well, maybe yes. Normally, if you're a first generation student, it helps, but you have to be truthful as well. First generation means you are the first person in your family who is attending college. So sometimes you can get some, scholarships and stuff like that. Religious affiliation, whatever you are, you can put it there. I don't really, I don't have anything to put. It's optional. I don't have to put anything. So let's continue. So FEPA has to do with, information, whether your information can be released to somebody and stuff like that. So let's continue. And then they are saying a deadline for stats and admission plan you have selected. So what they are saying is that the deadline has already passed. Okay. So we need to choose another stats or admission plan. Okay. Well, interesting. So, I selected early action 2 and that has already passed. So I need to go with the regular decision. Let me go back and change that. Let's go here. Where did I even select it? So let's go here. Oh no. So I want us to, we haven't even filled these things. How come? Okay, well, these are personal. Do you have any materials under formal legal name? No. Let's just do these things. I think I didn't do these things. So let me just do these things. So let's say mobile, and then continue. And then gender, male, he, him, none, Hispanic, no. So black, and then Africa, then continue. The number of languages you are proficient in. So maybe we can go with 2, select language. So we can go with English, okay, as first language, so that we don't have to worry about the proficiency and stuff like that. So here we have to select another language. I mean, you can go through and see if you see your language. Let me just select anything, okay? Let me just select anything. No, I don't want to waste too much time here. So we can say maybe speak or something. Then let's continue here. And then birth country. So let's go with Ghana. And then city, Cape Coast. Okay. And then number of years you have lived in the US. Let's say 0. Okay. Citizenship, citizen of non-US. So list of countries. So we can go with Ghana. And then do you hold a valid US visa? No. Do you intend to apply for a new or different US visa? Yes, actually, yes. Visa type F1, student. Then we can continue. So these 2 are not completed. Let's complete them. No alternate address. Okay, so we can continue. So that is complete now. And then no other phone. Okay, so now they are all complete. And then this is also complete. This is also complete. I thought I did this, but I did not. Okay. Do you meet one or more? So we don't, right? We don't have the waiver. They're saying that Strive is a common app partner that connects you with free qualified mentors online. I mean, doesn't really matter. You can just go with no. If you want, you can go with yes. Okay. So continue. And then marital status, never married. With whom do you make your permanent home? So both parents. Do you wish to list any step parents? No. Do you have any children? No. Continue. Yeah, this is a lot of work. Parent 1 type. So let's say mother. So mother is living. This one means, the person you selected is a person alive. So yes. Then prefix, I don't know, Mr. Then let's say Jumbo. Right, Jumbo. They don't have any formal last name. So their email address, if you can put it there. And then their phone number. So these details, if you don't see asterisks, then you can skip it. But I want you to fill out everything if possible. Okay. So highest level of education. This is what determines, in a way, trying to determine if you are a first generation student. Remember, we said we are first generation students, which means that our parents should not have, like a bachelor's degree. So continue. And then we can select our mother as parent too. So let's say she's living. And then, so let's say Mary Boo. And then, you can fill out these ones if you want to. And let's go with this. And then continue. And then siblings. You have to decide. Let's go with 0. Okay, and continue. And then most recent high school. So here we have to enter our high school information. So we have to go here, find school. And then, so I tried this, but it's not here. So I can just go with, I don't see my high school in the list. And then I can continue. Then I can choose a country as Ghana. Oh no. So Ghana. And then school type. Well, probably public school. The address, you can fill these things out, but you don't have to. So you can continue here. And then the date I entered school. You can just, you should know this. Or, we can go with 2006 and then maybe August. Is this a boarding school? No. Did you or will you graduate from the school? So let's say we've graduated. Then graduation dates. Let's say 2009. let's say May. So here they're asking if something happened while you were pursuing your high school. So maybe you graduated early or late or something. So let's just go with no change in progression and then continue. Here, if you have attended any secondary or high school, so we can just say no, just one, high school. And then if you have ever taken coursework at a college or university, so let's go with 0. So here, graduating class high. So how many students were in the class? So let's go with 30. And then the rank. So we can go with exact rank, which means where you ranked among the 30 students. So let's say 1. So which means we're the best students, right? Rank weighting. So it doesn't really matter. We can go with unweighted. So GPA scale reporting. So it's like probably let's go with 4, and then we can put our GPA, which is more like but let's say 3.8, right? So this works. Or we can put 100. If we put 100, then this one will be maybe like 95. So that it depends. Then we can continue here, and then we have to how many courses that we want to report. So maybe 10 courses, and then the course scheduling system. So the way the course, so we can go with in Ghana I think it's term, and there are 2 terms. So then those 2 terms should be equivalent to a semester. So then you have to select the courses that you did, right? So let's say English, and then I can put the name of the course. This is a lot of work, and I don't know if Miami requires all of these things. It's like so many things that you have to do. So this one is more like under English, the courses that we did. So let's say composition, right? And then the level so let's, if we don't know, we can just go with NA, and then the schedule, maybe when we took the English class, so maybe first term or second term, whatever it is. Then we can do the one for course 2. We can do it for all of them. Then we can continue. So we have to do it for every single one of them. It's not complete because we haven't done it for all of them. We selected 10 courses and we haven't done it for all of them. So here, would you like to report any honors related to your academic achievements? So maybe awards and stuff like that. Okay, so if you had any award, then the level that you were when you got that award, and whether the award is based on performance in the school, in the state, in the country, international. So then you can list all of these things. I don't think Miami requires all of these. The way Common App works is that this information will be populated if you want to apply to a different university. So all of this will be available to you to be able to use it to apply to other universities. Indicate the number of community programs or organizations that have provided you with free assistance. So 0. And then we can continue. So future plans, which best describes you. So I am applying as a first year and plan to start. Yeah, this is correct. So highest degree that we intend to earn. So bachelor's. So I think we chose biology, so we have to look for biology. I don't know if there is biology, but we can go with other. Okay, and then we can enter biologist. If you have to check the list if there is biology, but let's continue. So then there are all of these things here. We can just, I'm just trying to figure out. Let's go to colleges. So education, we already have all of these things. Then the courses, let me just change it to 1, just so that we can proceed to the next level. So here, let's go with no, right? And then, but if you have any awards, you have to put all of them here. Let's go with, then let's go with this. So here, education, we're still not done. Still have something that we need to do. This thing is more work than I thought, actually. So then semester English composition. Okay, so schedule. So let's say first semester. Let's say we took the course in the first semester. So continue. Now we are done with education. Let's go with testing. So they're asking if we have SAT, ACT, any of these things. If you have to go with yes. And then let's say we have SAT. So international applicants is promotion within your educational system based upon standard living examinations given at the end of lower and or senior secondary school by a state or national living examinations board. So we can go with yes. This one is me thinking about WASI. So the way WASI works, probably yes. I mean, this doesn't really do anything to us. So number of past SATs, we can just go with one, and then will you like to report? So let's say yes. I don't even know why I selected. So this one, you have to enter everything here. Let me just change it actually to no. But if you have the SAT, then you can just, it's just straightforward. Just fill out those details. And this one is, because we selected yes earlier, so we can go with one. And then this one probably is the WASI, right? So we have to go through and then try to look for WASI. And so this is WASI. So here we have to actually enter like 8 or maybe 9 or so. Like if you did WASI, then you have to enter 9, and then you have to do it for each one of them. So for every course or every subject, right, you have to put the date you took it. Then the academic subject, the date doesn't have to be correct. It's just more like, okay, well, it's just the month and the year, so that should be easy, right? You should know the month you took your WASI. And then the subject, so let's say English, let's say science, integrated science, elective maths, core maths, those things. And then your score, so if you had A or B or something, and then the score type, you have to go with actual. Actual means that's what you got, not what you are thinking you get. Then you do this second one, the third one. So basically that's just how it is. Now I've explained this, so let me just make it known, just because I've explained it to you, right? Because this video is going to be many hours if I decide to enter everything, right? So then activities, do you have any activities that you wish to report? So hobbies and stuff like that, you can go with yes and then enter everything. It's just simple. These things are very important. It's always very important to enter these things, right? And I think these are straightforward. So like position, if maybe you're just a member or maybe the president, the name of the association, and then what you did, and your level when you did it, then timing of participation, so then hours that you spent, how many weeks, and stuff like that. These are kind of helpful when it comes to US undergraduate applications. The grade, high school in Ghana, I think you have to do junior high school, and junior high school is more like grade 9. I believe that should be grade 9. So high school first year should be grade 10, and then 11 and 12. That's what I think. So of course, if you did any of these when you were in your final year junior high school, you can also go with 9 and then enter all of these things. So let's just go with no, so that we can proceed. And here we can say understand. So they are saying that we are supposed to submit an essay. They are saying that the application won't accept a response shorter than 250 words. So we are supposed to submit an essay that demonstrates our ability to write clearly and concisely on a topic. You can actually write the essay somewhere and then just copy and paste it here. Okay, let me show you something. So let me copy this, and then I can actually paste it here. So, right. So, but you have to make sure you format it well, like make it look clean. So these are the the essay options. We have to choose one of them. So if you want to talk about this, so this is discuss an accomplishment, event, or realization that sparked a period of personal growth and a new understanding of yourself. So this is a personal essay. So once you choose this, you have to write about this and then paste it here. And then let me just paste what I copied earlier. Let's say this is my essay, right? Now they're saying that I need 250 words, which I don't have. So let me keep pasting this, right, to get that, so that I can proceed. Now I can continue. Do you wish to share anything on this topic? So, a topic on COVID-19 and natural disasters. So if you want, you can write something on it. Some of these essays will be used to, give you scholarships. Like, it's a lot of work actually. So, but they are not looking for you to write something amazing. That's what you have to keep in mind. They just want to see the way you write and, your opinion on certain issues. So you don't have to think too much about this. Okay. In junior high school, you write essay, and in your WASI as well, you write essay. So the same, the same techniques, the same, the same approach. So you should be able to write something. Let's go with no. Please, what I'm trying to say is that because I don't want the video to be too long, so some of these things I choose no, but yes is important so that you can add all the details, but it shouldn't be hard. Let's go with yes. So once you go with yes, you just have to enter your opinion here, and it should be 250 words. So this is straightforward. So let's go with no. Do you wish to provide details of circumstances or qualifications not reflected in the application? Well, if you have something important that you think the admission committee should know, which you think can actually help you get a good scholarship, then you can go with yes and then type it here. But this one is not really a big deal. You can go with no, and then you can continue. And then the activities is still not done. Let's go with activities again and see. Let's see what is left. So here they ask, do you have any activities that you wish to report? And I said yes. So I was supposed to enter everything, but I did not. So it's just straightforward. What you did, one of these things. Maybe you danced or something in an association, right? And then what you did, your role, the name of the organization, the grade, all these, So during the school year, during the school break, all of these things. So they are straightforward. Here, the weeks that you spent, this one is, an approximation. So here they're asking, whatever you did, if you want to do it when you come to this college, right? Miami University, like they're asking, or either Ohio University or Miami University, if you like to do the same thing. So normally, if you did something here, you have to go with yes, right? It's a good thing to say yes. All right, so then let me just go with no so that I can proceed. And then the writing, so here we've already done this, right? So we can continue as well, and then we can continue again. So this is the last thing, and so we've done everything. We can go to my colleges, and then if we want to add more colleges, we can do that. But so Miami, so this is where we are supposed to go. So questions, and then we have to choose. Okay, this one was correct. So instead of early action 2, we have to go with regular decision. So now this is well taken care of, so that we can continue. So that's good. And then we can go to the FEPA. Now we can complete this and then just agree and then continue, and then just acknowledge, and then say I waive my right to review all recommendations and supporting documents. Yeah, we can just go with this, and then I understand, and then we can put our name. I think the name was Shaibu, and then the dates we can use today's date, and then we can save and continue. So here we have to invite our recommenders and also a school counselor, and then we also have teachers and other recommenders depending on which one we have. This one is optional, right? It's not required. This is also optional. So we have to invite a recommender. So a recommender is somebody who can write something about us, that we are good students and stuff like that. So we can the recommender can be your teacher, your counselor, your parent. No, I don't recommend parents. So your advisor, yes. Let's say teacher. So then we can provide the email address of that person, right? And then the subjects. So the subjects that the person taught us. Let's say English, and then the name of the person. So let's say Kopama, right? And then, would you like this teacher to complete an evaluation for your Miami University application? So yes, basically we are saying that we want the person to do the recommendation for us. So we can invite the person. Well, they are saying the email doesn't match applicants. Okay, well, this is the same email address that I've been using for this application, so it doesn't even make sense. So let me use a different email address actually. So we have this, so we can invite the person, and then we have to invite a counselor and all of these things. So this one is required as well. So let me use another email address. This thing is stressful. I always tell students that this is easy, but actually it's not easy. It's a lot of work. So let's say Moises Casedo. Is this correct? Well, so let's say I'm inviting Casedo, right? And so this is done. So we are done with so they needed just 2, right? So we are done with that. These ones are optional. We can continue, and then we can review the application. So right now we've submitted everything. Let's review and submit. So this is our application. Everything that we've done, based on the requirements of the school is here. And if you want, you can go through and then, make sure everything makes sense, and you can also print it. I will advise you to print it. If you want to print it, you can just go here and download it, or you can also use this to print it. Okay, so so far we've done 14 pages, which is amazing. It's a lot of work. Then you can go to I have reviewed the PDF copy of my application and wish to proceed with my submission. So then continue, and then this is where they tell us about the application fee. So we can just continue here, and then now we have to make the payment. Once we make the payment here, we can continue and then submit the application. So that's the only thing left. So that is just how the Common App works. If for some reasons I want to do it for Ohio University, I can go back. Okay, and then let's say, so everything here is for Miami, right? So let's say I don't want to submit Miami, I want to submit Ohio, right? Ohio University. And then it means that Ohio University, I have to, this is not done, this is then we have to do this as well. So let's go here, and then for Ohio University we have to choose a term. Let's go with fall, and then let's go with rolling admission. Rolling admission means they can give us admission anytime. So we don't have any code, so we can go with this one. And then I give Ohio University permission to send important updates. These ones are optional, but let's go with yes. And then if you have test scores, right, you can go with yes. Let's say no, because I don't want to enter anything again. I'm too lazy. So here, the same things that we did for Miami University are the things we are going to do for Ohio University, right? Same or similar things. And then we can go here and then submit it. Because we are not done, that's why we are not seeing the button for us to go ahead and submit, like make payment and submit. And so we started with the Common App, right? We could have actually used the other option as well. Where is it? So I think we're going to apply, and then they told us about 2 applications. So first here, let's click here. So let's look at the coalition application and see. So this one is slightly different. So let's go through this quickly. This video is already long, but yeah, it is just the way it is. You cannot really do anything about that. So let's sign up, and then they've sent a link to our email. So I just follow the email that was sent to me, and so yeah, now I can go ahead and then fill my details again. And then let's say my high school, let's say I graduated in 2024, and then my date of birth, so January 1st, right? Then I can choose a password. So I certify that I'm at least 13 years. Then I can log in here. So I can save my password, and so the application method, we've already gone through that. So the deadlines, we can just go with the regular decision given the time I'm making this video. So let's go with regular decision, and here all we have to do is fill out these details, and they are basically the same things that we filled out in the Common App. So just same things, how many people are in your household and stuff like that. We need to submit an essay, and we have to select a topic and write about. That's just how it is, just straightforward. And then the counselor information is a recommendation, right? We have to provide our recommended details. So basically that's just how it is. And then we can, once we do all of that, then we have to do the FEPA. All right, the FEPA, we've already done that before. And then the application type, all of these things, once you go through the Common App, these ones should be very easy for you. Then we can do all of these things, and then fine. So it is only at this point that the submit part 1 that we can actually go ahead and submit. But we have a lot of things to do, so we cannot really submit this. But if we had done everything, then we just check this and then submit, and then we can just make the payment here. If you want some schools that you can apply to for your undergraduate studies, I've already recommended some on my channel. Share the video with those who are interested in studying the US for their undergraduate studies. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.